David, there's a logical thought process for fans to identify this as an eliminator for the chance to get into the ring with Canelo Alvarez and earn what would be at this moment the biggest purse possible for you. Are you confident that Canelo will see it that way? Or could you envision a scenario under which you win this fight and still are forced to wait for Alvarez to come to the table?
To be honest, the way I've come about this now is just that it doesn't matter if he fights me now, later, 2 years. My job, when I was a little kid growing up, thinking about how I wanted to be the best, I didn't think about just Canelo Alvarez. My mind was being the best and winning all the belts at every division I was at. So, I mean, I'm right here. I'm waiting. I'm ranked number one. And this is another, basically another title eliminator. So I'm just gonna do my best. My best. I'm gonna do my job to the best of my abilities and just keep beating everybody in front of me. Whenever that time comes, whenever it may come, I'm gonna be 100% ready.
Very intelligent, professional attitude, and puts you in the right position for my second question. Is you are identified as an American fighter, but also as, quote, the Mexican monster. In your view, are you competing with Canelo for a portion of what has been his traditional audience?
To be honest, I would say that yes, but that's not entirely true. I am just who I am. I'm a Mexican Ecuadorian from the United States. I'm very proud of my Mexican roots. I'm very proud of my Ecuadorian roots, and I just box for all my people here. You know what I mean? Obviously, I have a lot of Mexican fans because I'm Mexican. And so I feel like that just comes, naturally. But also too is the reason why the Mexican fans gravitate to me so much is because I'm a fan friendly fighter. I go in there, I look for the fight, and I try to do the best of my abilities, and I never back down from anybody. And as you can see of all my fights, I do put a beating on my fighters, the fighters I face, and I always find the victory. I always find a way to find a victory. People a lot of criticize me a lot, but they've always criticized me my whole career. I was never supposed to win any type of belts. I have 3 belts now, so I don't care anything about what critics say. I'm here to accomplish what I came to accomplish.
The justifiably celebrated Mexican style, which comes with a justifiably celebrated Mexican attitude. Did you have any particular favorites among the Mexican fighters that, for instance, I covered in my career?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Marco Antonio Barrera, Eric Morales, Finito Lopez. Also, I like Robert Duran a lot. Oscar De La Hoya is one of my favorite fighters. So it's just, to be honest with you, I have a lot of favorite Mexican fighters, but at the end of the day, I'm a fan of boxing. I'm a boxing purist. I love boxing. I love watching every single boxer. The type of boxers that interest me are the ones that put a lot of pressure. They don't really specifically have to be Mexican. So like Gennady Golovkin, Prince Nassim Hamed. Those are always the fighters I gravitated to because since I was a little kid, nobody believed in me. So I had to go in there and gain my respect. So those are the type of fighters I wanted to be like when I was a little kid.
Fighters who are constitutionally different than, for instance, Demetrius Andrade?
Yeah, I mean, Demetrius Andrade, I've been watching him for a long time too. I think the first time I seen him, I was about like 13 years old because he fought on HBO a long, long time ago. So, I mean, he's a great fighter. I take nothing away from him. He's very technical, great defense. But these are the type of fighters I want to fight because I know myself when I get put in these tough situations, the best comes out of me. And I'm not scared of no challenge. I'm not scared to fight nobody. I embrace the challenge. This is what I am.
So he's the kind of fighter who's often identified as a, quote, tricky southpaw counterpuncher. And traditionally, they have trouble sometimes getting big fights because fighters aren't truly excited or interested about fighting against that style. What gives you the confidence that you can solve Andrade's puzzle?
Just my ability to win. I have the strongest fighting spirit in boxing. I know I haven't showed it yet because there hasn't been that much opponents for me to show it against. But I've known this since I was a little kid. I sparred Kelly Pavlik when I was 15. I was Golovkin's main sparring partner at 15. I sparred nothing but the best of the best when I was younger. I only had 10 amateur fights, but the way I really learned the professional style is getting in the ring with these monsters and these great champions. So, and there's never been a puzzle that I couldn't solve. That's the thing about me. I love the fighting game. I love everything that comes with it. I love being in these hard situations. I love reaching deep and finding the best out of myself. And I know I'm always going to prevail.
Can't wait to have dinner with you sometime so we can talk about all of these guys you're talking about. Kelly Pavlik was the one fighter who most graphically and definitively came into a fighter meeting and told me everything that was going to happen in a fight, and that was for his first fight with
Jermaine Taylor.
Yeah, Jermaine Taylor. It was stunning, and he told us everything. He said, I can see us both being down in the fight. I know for a fact he's going to hurt me at some point. I know for the fact I'm going to have enough to go back. Kelly Pavlik is a very interesting and bright guy. All right, going back to my planned questions here. Would you have preferred at this moment in time to be fighting Canelo, or would that be an unrealistic expectation up to now? Do you need to have this stepping stone to get to Canelo?
To be honest with you, I don't mind. Like I said it back then, I don't mind going through the whole roster to get to Canelo, because I'm very confident in my skills. I'm very confident I can beat all these guys. And at the end of the day, what this does is I gain more experience. This is my second pay-per-view fight, my second time fighting in a big crowd. So I'm getting comfortable in these stages. And I'm still young. I'm 26 years old. I turned 27 in December. I still have a lot. I still have a lot to gain, a lot of man strength. I'm still not even in my prime. And I feel like as an individual, I'm coming to a more mature stage. I'm at my best right now. I'm very focused, very determined, and very ready to show the world who I am.
Losing 80 pounds in a year must have been a difficult process to manage for a young man your age. Do you sometimes encourage yourself to believe that you've already endured the most challenging sacrifice you'll ever have to face?
No, at all. I feel like the things I did back then was easy compared to I am now. I feel like once you get to this level, you got to work even harder. And like I said, I embrace the challenge. And I love the thing about me that what keeps me at this level is that I love training. I love this. This is my passion. I train even when I don't have a fight training camp. I train every single day. This is exactly what I love to do, and this is my passion. And this is what keeps my drive going so good. So I'm just very happy to be here, and I'm just very happy. I'm very excited to show the world what I'm made out of.
Canelo began as a lightweight and ultimately won a title at light heavyweight. If you continue to succeed, could you see yourself one day fighting as a light heavyweight or even as a heavyweight?
Yeah, I definitely do. I do see myself at cruiserweight and possibly touching heavyweight. But yeah, that's my plan. I mean, like I said, we still got. In my opinion, I have 15 years left in this game. I've already been professional 10 years. So yeah, we at 168, we did a lot. Now we're waiting for these title opportunities, and after that, we're gonna go up to 75, and then after that, go up to cruiserweight.
So you know, because you're a student of boxing history, that if you were to do that, if you were to keep winning and ultimately climb to light heavyweight and then to heavyweight and keep winning, you wouldn't be just carving out a star arc. You would be building an indelible legend.
Yes, and definitely that's what I want to do. That's my goal in boxing. When my time is done, I want them to say that he was the face of his generation. He was the best of his generation. I know that the work I've done now is not complete. It's probably maybe 50%, maybe 30% complete. But I'm excited to put that work in and to become the person and the star and the world champion, the fierce world champion that I know I could be, and that I know I will become.
Those are lovable ambitions. I'm impressed. I look forward to shaking hands with you the next week. All right, David?
Yes, sir. Thank you. It was very nice to meet you too, bro. I've been a lifelong fan of you.